India-wide, distributed renewable energy is a growing trend. Its rapid growth calls for a better support in terms of policy, operations and finances. That's why Clean Energy Access Network, or CLEAN, was formed. In 2014, 14 members joined hands to form CLEAN. Funding for the project came from USAID and ICCO, followed by Shakti Sustainable Energy Foundation, Good Energies Foundation and GIZ. Small Scale Sustainable India Development Fund agreed to host the network till it became independent. And on 13th February 2018, CLEAN was formally registered as a multi-state society with all its members constituting the general body. Now, CLEAN has 150 members across the country representing all technologies and business models like solar, wind, pico-hydro, mini-grids, biomass and biogas.
CLEAN was conceived about 4.5 years ago because of the crisis in the DRE sector. Some of us felt that our businesses and our impact were not growing because of certain problems that were sectoral. These were not problems that were each individual entrepreneur was facing, but they were barriers for the sector.
CLEAN has a clear agenda: policy engagement, access to finance, skills and training, information and networking, technology and innovation. CLEAN undertook in-depth studies to facilitate policy engagements. CLEAN published 2 editions of State of the Sector reports. In the second edition, CLEAN estimated the DRE potential of India to be over $100 billion. CLEAN also published the booklet Livelihood for Self-Help Groups Through Solar Applications for the National Rural Livelihood Mission, which featured 19 businesses that had prospects of using DRE. CLEAN and its members contributed to government policies such as the Draft National Mini-Grid Policy, UP Mini-Grid Policy, National Biogas Manure Management Program and MNRE Off-Grid Benchmark Cost Revision Committee, Draft National Energy Policy 2017 by Niti Aayog, inputs to off-grid product standards to Bureau of Indian Standards, inputs on impact of goods and services taxes on cost of DRE products to the Government of India. It also prepared UTTARAKHAND Decentralized Renewable Energy Plan 2018-2025. Finance for a DRE enterprise has been a challenge. Hence, CLEAN's support in accessing finance has been its most sought-after service. To address issues in financing, CLEAN has undertaken studies in debt financing, interfaces with financing institutions and MFIs, workshops for bankers and financiers, and financial literacy training for our member DRE enterprises. However, the most prominent initiative has been the development of the decentralized renewable energy evaluation and monitoring tool for easy assessment of lending risks of DRE enterprises. CLEAN is also working on a finance facilitation desk to facilitate debt, investment, grant and CSR funding. Following a review of the skilling ecosystem, CLEAN made recommendations on content development, deployment and standardization of skilling. Based on this review, CLEAN developed a number of training resources and conducted successful pilot trainings leading to the creation of 1400 plus skilled workforce for the sector. CLEAN has facilitated the development of training resources like handbooks for solar mini-grid, micro-hydro plants, construction of improved cook stoves, a troubleshooting app providing field support to microgrid technicians. Collaborations with existing apex bodies like the Skill Council for Green Jobs, state nodal agencies and International Solar Alliance have been strengthened to complement national and global efforts. CLEAN communicates with existing members and prospective members across the country regularly. It keeps them updated with latest policy issues, developments in the sector and shares sectoral insights. CLEAN focuses on successful case studies, bringing them into the limelight. Clean periodically organizes discussion forums like India Energy Access Summit, India Clean Cooking Forum, regional member meetings, etc. As a part of information dissemination, Clean shares its newsletters, research papers, annual reports and other publications with the members.
Previously, most of the attention was always on large solar, large wind, large biomass. But after coming of Clean as an industry body in Delhi, the focus has been on DRE, whether it's a Ministry of Renewable Energy or other ministries like Health, Education, Women and Child Welfare.
Until recently, India had spawned hundreds of distributed renewable energy companies that were all in their own small or big ways trying to innovate and deliver these services to the people who needed them. However, what was missing was a platform to bring them all together. And that's the value proposition of the Clean Energy Access Network.
Clean has undertaken an extensive survey to identify technology interventions required for filling missing pieces in technology. As a result, Clean has successfully piloted several innovative technologies. Clean got the support of USAID in carrying out its activities.
One of the really great things about Clean is that it provides one common voice for energy sector providers. It also is able to talk to the government and advocate for effective policies in energy. Besides that, Clean also has an avenue where it can get training for its members, and it facilitates finances. Clean also gives service providers an opportunity to serve more people. By doing that, we have a greater impact.
USAID was one of the 13 founding members of Clean. They committed $1 million to promote decentralized renewable energy through Clean. Clean carried out many activities, enabling activities to support decentralized renewable energy promotion in India.
One persistent difficulty of farmers of Adingre village has been their lack of access to technology. Manual labor consumes a lot of time and effort.
Earlier, we didn't have any grinding machine, so we had to go to far-off places. Cleaning one basket of maize manually takes 1 hour.
In this training center at Balmuram, near the Adingre village, Clean has installed a single-phase variable frequency drive which helps power 2 machines. One is a corn sheller and the other is chaff cutter. Both the motors are of 1 HP each. This single-phase VFD has reduced the size of the motor and consequently the capacity of the solar panels, and thereby reducing the capital cost, which has cut down the shredding time.
So happy about it that Clean is collaborating with this training center. We have got the one machine, that is a corn sheller and a chop cutter, which is the energy is supported by the solar. With this machine, the farmers, they can come here, learn the operation system, then slowly they can operate by themselves and get the benefit out of it.
Pivotal point or the fulcrum for bringing in technologies that are demand driven, not supply driven. So we're looking at that long-term engagement. The synergy is there between Clean and us. And we hope that through these learnings, it will be replicated or emulated by other organizations, especially every state has a State Council of Science and Technology.
Khaira Begi in Chhatra district of Jharkhand is a field for another successful experiment. The village is served by an advanced lithium-ion battery-based solar microgrid. These batteries don't need frequent servicing like conventional batteries. The advanced lithium-ion batteries last for 4,000 to 5,000 cycles and have a depth of discharge of up to 90%. The space occupied by these batteries is 1/3 as compared to conventional batteries. These batteries have a built-in shutting-off mechanism whenever the system exceeds the prescribed current, voltage and temperature. Clean facilitated the development of a portable microinverter of 150 watts. This weighs less than 500 grams versus a conventional inverter which weighs 2,500 grams. It has a built-in pulse width modulation, a low battery voltage cutoff protection, overload and protection against short circuit and thermal shutdown. It also has an auto restarting facility which is not present in conventional systems. A resident of Bengaluru, Mageshwari now uses a DC mixer instead of a traditional grindstone, and the idli batter gets ready within minutes. This DC mixer is another innovation supported by Clean. This tiny solar panel on the terrace charges a battery through a charge controller, and the DC mixer fulfills all of Mageshwari's needs.
It is also quiet, unlike conventional mixers that are available in the market, and so creates much less disturbance. It's not only convenient but also time-saving.
180 kilometers from Bengaluru, in this small house of Kavitha, another prominent innovation is showing promise in its pilot phase. This advanced cook stove is built much like a conventional wood stove, but any smoke emitted during cooking exits the house through the chimney. This helps avoid potential health complications and prepares the food quickly as well. Now, Kavitha's kitchen is much cleaner than it used to be.
Earlier, smoke emitted from the stove would blacken the walls of the kitchen. Lighting the stove also took a lot of time. With the advanced cook stove, the smoke no longer enters the house. Instead, it leaves the home through the chimney. It is therefore very convenient. And there are no health complications to boot. And now it is being adopted by others in the village.
Clean is actively pushing for technology standardizations. It is also promoting globalization of BIS standards to provide Indian products with better markets.
I believe that the DRE industry will continue to grow and become more and more important, given the large number of people in our country that still don't get access to electricity from the grid. And notwithstanding the government's best efforts, there remain hundreds of millions of people who do not get access. And that presents a need and a business opportunity for practitioners. I expect membership to grow, and I expect Clean to continue to be a very important part of this process.
To tackle all the challenges and to prepare for the future and to develop the sector further, the companies need to speak with one voice. Clean is giving that voice to the sector.
57% of India's primary energy is thermal-based, leaving a huge scope for DRE applications. Clean aims to identify opportunities in different sectors and work with all the stakeholders to create an ecosystem for a cleaner and a greener energy access. India's 10 to 15% primary energy can be met by DRE and can drive an investment of $100 billion. Hence, Clean invites DRE entrepreneurs to join its initiative to build a larger ecosystem for a sustainable tomorrow.